Dahoodpostman, Keefe D, City, Hood, Click. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Lock the door on him. Lock the door on him. Hood postman. Hood postman. Reporting live. Reporting live. This the hood postman, come and check the program. You ain't from the streets, this is something you should know, man. Running from police, gotta grip the wheel with both hands. Speeding down the interstate, please do not approach him. 40s in the fridge, got the caddy in the driveway. Get all out of my face, I don't wanna violate. Looked up in the mirror and I told myself, why wait? We took this shit worldwide, you only in 5 states. Came from the 4 corners with my 4 quarters. Showed them the style, then they stole on us. Times got wild, then they told on us. Dog, it was hard, but we had to keep it rolling. You ain't gotta ask, you know where to find me. I be in the back streets where it get grimy. It's just me and Mel, Rennie looking bride D. I be going hard till I'm in the 5 C's. Know the vibes. I'ma do it till I die. I ain't never switched sides, I ain't never had to tell a lie. Let's ride. Know the vibes. I'ma do it till I die. I ain't never switched sides, I ain't never told them no lie. Let's ride. Hood postman. 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 Hood postman.
Shout out to the Mailroom Goon. Shout out to the Mailroom Nation. I am Professor Melly Mail. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below. So when this dope content hit, it's going to feel like it's a person of 15. Welcome to the Mailroom, where you come in and take a look at what's in your mind and examine what's in your heart. This is not a glorification nor is it a glamorization. It's always an education. Get on the bus and let me take you to school. Before they had handguns, they had bad ones. Man up. You can go anywhere in the world to get a couple of lies, but you come right here to get the truth, and the truth you shall receive. Welcome to the Mailroom. Shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to It's Me, Comfy Girl. Shout out to Jay Ship, everybody. Slime Ball, what's going on? What's going on? Shout out to Postmaster General, Michelle, everybody that's joining us to this Friday, Foolishness Friday, right? We got Keefe D on Foolishness Friday, right? Let's get into it. Keefe D, I've been knowing Keefe D for quite some time. It's no surprise to me to who he is as a character and what he has done over the years. He's a very braggadocious type person. He has always been that way. That's exactly who he is. He's been that way since I've known him. So that has been problematic for him all through his reign. But the problem with that was that prior to that, he had a lot of money. He had a lot of success in the drug game. And a lot of people just kind of, it become in the hood. Let me say this. In hoods, things become selective politics. And based on your status, your money, and how you provide for a hood, a lot of things that those individuals do would get overlooked. Keefe D wrote a book, right? And it was a memoir. It was called Compton Street Legends, Notorious Keefe D, Street Level Accounts of Tupac and Biggie Murders, Death Row Origins, and Suge Knight, Puffy Combs, and Crooked Cops. That was the title of his book. So when he published this book, I don't think he had took into account to everything, because here, before you do a book, right, you got hard notes and you got notes. Shout out to whoever donated that 10. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. You got people that you take all these hard notes, you gather all this information, data, statistics, science, whatever you do to compile and make a book, right? And what probably came out in the real print of the book ain't on his hard notes. So when he kept the hard notes, he should have, whatever was in the hard notes, I don't know. But I've talked to him on the phone. We had conversations. He told me exactly what happened, how he had to do what he had to do, and reason why he did. He told me this is what he told me. I had to keep it word these words, not my words. Keefe D said, "Homie, listen. If I hadn't did what I did, I kept a lot of people out of jail by doing what I did. Right now, that don't justify. That don't make it right, and that's not a free get out of jail card in the hood." In jail, in the space of dealing with law enforcement authorities, maybe so. But I say this: broken people are addicted to brokenness. Keefe D is addicted to brokenness, so therefore he went on countless of talk shows, just talking. So one of the things that came up in one of his while he was talking to Vlad, I think it was on Vlad TV. He talked about how he passed the Glock back to an individual in the car. Now there was Orlando, there was Keefe D, there was Terry Brown, which is called T Brown, and there was Freaky Dre. Now who he passed it to, that's a matter of speculation, because he could say he passed it to anybody, but did he really pass it to that individual? Only he really know who he passed it. So if you go back and look at all the police reports, they said a big arm came out. Orlando did not have a big arm. Only person that probably could have had that big arm was Freaky Dre. But that's neither here or there because he's gone. He's rested. Everybody in that car, rest in peace, except for Keefe D. Now, when I was listening to the prosecutors reading off the indictment, right? Well, let me back up. Keefe D house got raided. And what they confiscated from the house were electronics, a box of bullets, and his hard notes to his memoir. They got the book, right? I'm talking about what he was writing. There's probably things in his hard copy of his notes that didn't go into the book, but he kept all that. So the police confiscated all that. That became evidence. And we don't know exactly what he left in there, what he might have just forgotten, but this is 27 years after the murder of Tupac Shakur. So going back to that night, the night of when Tupac was murdered, we hear the prosecutor that's reading off the indictment charge. See, it's not easy. It's not hard to get an indictment. It's pretty much easy to indict somebody. And I talked to, I got on bond first earlier, and we talked about, what the procedures are as far as state and federal. But nonetheless, we look at this scenario and this situation that Keefe D just really, really just opened up his mouth just one time too many. And then right now it's going to get real ugly because now we got to think now, what's Keefe D next move? Keefe D has had us said a lot. He's still holding some cards. I don't know. Because he's mentioned Puffy, he's mentioned Suge in different situations. And even when they was reading the indictment, I don't know if you guys was paying attention, they said Suge Knight identified the shooters, the car. They said, don't mix my words with it or don't even take my word for it. Go listen to what they said. They said he identified. So what did he have to do with this? We got to look at this from all angles. We can't look at this just from what do Las Vegas really have that's going to stand, that's going to be in the evidence, that's really going to be the nail in Keefe D's coffin. Keefe D has always. I remember that when me and him, and I'm going to go back a little bit, we were in Chino together, and we had, he was so happy. He had, I guess he had hit 6 quarters, so he came and got me. And he wanted to show me how he could hit 6 quarters. And he was just bragging, talking about these, I could hit 6 quarters. And then I'm listening to him, but I know to him, I'm stronger than that, So it was kind of like I just took the smile right off his face when I threw an extra, when I put 7 up there and pushed him up. And he just, it was like just taking air out of a balloon. And I remember that so good. But he was always cool with me, and we always talked. And even he he pulled up a man. We was on the West Yard, I believe. And he had about 6 or 7 girls that come up there and pull me out, and a couple of other homies. We all sat up there on the patio and chill. But he was always, that type of guy, and the ladies enjoyed him, and he spent a lot of money. Keefe D was a trick, big time, big time. But now he's facing a whole different set of circumstances, and then we got to understand too that Keefe D had a lot of built up pain and anger against Death Row because his wife and other girls that was probably that he was familiar with or that was attached to that circumstance, they were all going up in Death Row. What was going on up in there, I have no idea. But that became a problem. So it was a lot of problems that are occurring in these sequences, circumstances with Keefe D that a lot of people don't know. By me being a Compton guy, I know a great deal more than probably what I need to say over the internet because I'm conscious of that. And unfortunately, Keefe D wasn't conscious of it. And sometimes there's a lot of people out there that Keefe D spoke on that I would never speak on. Never. You would never hear me. There's a lot of things that I've done and had my hands in and people I've been involved with. You would never hear me say their name because I know that they still in the streets. So why would I speak their name? You don't speak nobody's name. They're still in the streets. If they are, if they surf it on the internet, that's different. If you on the internet, you fair game. That's fair use to me. If you own the internet, that's fair use. So know that. I can say your name. Well, shout out to everybody. How's everybody doing? We were supposed to have a couple. Oh, that's my guy, PK Loca. What's going on, PK? PK always come through for his guy. Always. He never hesitate to do that. Appreciate you. You the man. But let me say this. In the Southside ring where Shadows Creek, Keefe D ruled, and Crip kingpin so deep, his empire built on blood and fear, a ring that now trembles, tainted and spared, but faith handed turn, a twisted, unforeseen as the whisper emerged of a murderous scene. Tupac, name echo. Tupac is the name that's echoing in the dark. And Keefe D ring face a damning mark. Yeah, facing a damning mark. A turncoat. He became a snitch in the night, trading loyalties for a chance at a light. Can't do that. Trading loyalties for a chance at the light. Indicted for a crime, the truth unmasked, a kingpin downfall, a legacy trashed. In Southside lure at tale will persist of Keefe D the snitch. That's where I stand with that. I always got to put a twist on it. And so let's get to it. What's up with the question? Joy Poppins, Jay Poppins, what's happening, bro? E-Money, what's happening? Slime Ball, everybody, Los Angeles Survival. I know y'all got some questions. Let me see. Hey, though, Keefe D can be associated with it, though. Talk about clout. His name gonna be in that conversation from now on. I guess that's too big. What's up, Stanley, man? What's going on? Yeah, Keefe D put himself in that circumstance, bro. He kept going on Vlad. He did. They did the was it FX? They did the movie on. What they do the movie on? Well, they had Keefe D chopping out the low rider. Told him, "I'm Keefe D." What was that? I can't remember what series that was. But they had a whole little series about it. When Keeping It 100 goes left, you're right, bro. That's right. Santa Fe Mafia, what's good? Oh, you say small, man. My bad. Yeah, he kept it too real. I thought Tupac faked death. Why would you think that, bro? It's real. He's deceased. Yeah, this is crazy. Rest in peace and love. Right on, bro. Keefe D stated he will bring another people down with him on the multiple interviews. and that's the problem because I think he's been bitter for a long time, and he's been trying. Because I talked to him, like I said, I talked to him on the phone. We had countless conversations, and he was actually thinking about coming on my show, but he wanted some money. I mean, go get the money from Vlad, Keefe D. I ain't got no money to give you. he was so. Let me tell you this, right? He was such a guy that was so used to living at such a high level and living such a glory, a life full of possessions and materialism that he was unable to adjust to just live a normal life. I think he had a real difficult time with that. And when all the gleam, the glam, and the bling and the glory was all gone, couldn't make an adjustment. So then he started going on Vlad. Then he started going on, what's the other guy? Something mine. Something mine. Something mine. I can't think it was called. Something mine, though. The other guy, I can't think of his show name. But anyway, he went on a couple of shows and he just started just divulging, running his mouth, letting out information, saying this, saying that, talking about the guy Zip, talking about the guy Gene Deal, talking about this guy, talking about Puff Daddy, talking about Puff Daddy gave him $1 million, was supposed allegedly, and they was supposing the guys Bomb Zip, got the million and beat him out of it, for the situation. So I can't, I don't feel no fit. I know his brothers. I knew Ed, Dottie Waddy, Mike D, rest in peace. Now, Mike D and Ed Davis, Dottie Waddy, they were tougher than Keefe D. Especially than Mike D. Mike D kept his hand in a lot of stuff. He rest in peace. But yeah, kept his hands in a lot of stuff. He was a truth from over there. A lot of truths from over there, off that Southside. Oh, we professor had the ladies grabbing him up back in the day. Yeah. Let me see. JS, what you got going, bro? An empty can rattles the most. You're right. King Mike, what's happening, man? Salute, Melly Mel. Oh, there you go. The link is in the chat, ball game. I don't know why you didn't see it. It's already in there. Let me see. Sometimes it get a little difficult to put this stuff in here when I'm already in progress, but we'll manage. There you go. There you go, ball game. It's in there. Yeah, the link was already in there, ball game. Keefe D can get off or less time if he knows about Biggie's murder. You think so? You think Vegas will go for that? I think Vegas got it in for him, bro. I think Vegas got it in for him because he really made Vegas look kind of bad, He made them look real bad as a police agency investigation. 27 years, bro. That's a long time to be trying to investigate something that happened right in front of them. Let's think about Vegas. How many cameras and how much surveillance and how much that city stays open, watching and looking. It's not just that city don't go to sleep. So I'm surprised they didn't have this wrapped up long ago. It's just my take on it. What's up, ball game?
Hey, what's happening, man? What's up, Mailroom Goons? What's going down?
Man, I'm just in here. We're in here talking about this Keefe D, man. I think Keefe D. Shout out to Keefe Bolton. And then we got to understand that when they went to Keefe D's house, they got a box of bullets, They got the hard notes to his book, and they got a couple electronic devices like a laptop and a phone maybe. And I don't know what kind of information they was able to pull off of there, but obviously they pulled something. And if I had to speculate and guess, because I know when people write books, they'll write stuff down and they say, nah, I can't put that in the book. And they might forget about they wrote that down and they might fold the folder up and put it away. Not ever thinking or considering that someday somebody might discover it and look in it, Keefe D around complaining and got elected. Keefe D, the D stands for dummy. Let's see. What's going on with your thing, man? But you jacking me up over here. Add to the stage.
There you go. There you go. All right. Shouldn't have a problem after this. What's happening, everybody? What's happening?
What's going on with your ball game?
Oh man, thanks for having me, man. Everything is way cool. You know, I heard what the topic is. It's Keefe D thing. I always said loose lips sink ships. You dig?
Yeah, definitely. So, have you had a chance to go see any of the news feeds or look at any of the indictment that was read, or do you have perspective on what you believe that's possibly happening right now?
Well, you know, I heard you say earlier that that Las Vegas had it out for him, and I think that they did for a long time because they knew back in 1996 that this brother had more information than he did. Than he was alluding to, you know, and they know that he had more involvement than what he was alluding to back then. One thing I caught a case in Clark County, man, and one thing I know about Vegas is that you know, they kind of like the feds. Normally when they come to get you, they got you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's because it's Vegas. You know, when it happened to me way back in '88, you know, I didn't understand why they was coming after me so hard. You know, hustling, you know, out there on the streets. And from what I understand, it was like, you know, Vegas don't play because the understanding to me was that the gangsters had the police in their pocket back in those days. So outsiders couldn't come to Las Vegas and get no money or you know, or F up what they had going on down there. If you got caught up with the police, you was going to do some serious time.
True.
And you know, so with Keefe D, you know, like I said, loose lips sink ships, man. Now my insight on the whole thing is that I was able to read some of the indictment. I was also able to look at some of the news outlets. I tripped out when I seen it on the BBC. It went worldwide.
Oh yeah,
because who Pac is.
And that's what I was trying to tell a couple of cats earlier, Slice and Bomb First and Reggie and all them that I don't think how can he get a fair trial? He can't get a fair trial. He can't.
Man, it's Vegas, man. There ain't no such thing as a fair trial in the United States of America. Shit.
It's so highly publicized right now, and there's so much going on. It'll be very difficult for him to get in. Let me put in Dr. Duke Farrow. What's going on with you, Duke? I haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, what's the word, Temp? Yeah, all right. What's
going on? Good, man. We trying to get everybody's perspective in on this Keefe D news, and we're wondering, you know, because we all know that he's went on multiple platforms and he's gave an enormous amount of interviews. And one of the things that I pointed out that got him in trouble was he said on the interview that he passed the Glock. He said, I passed the Glock. Okay, if you passed the Glock and the Glock was used to Suge got shot across the head or something. Tupac got shot several times, right?
Yeah.
And I think he lived for a day and died maybe a day after or so. So if you're admitting to passing the Glock, that puts you there. You there.
Yeah.
Self-admitted.
And it's crazy how Glasses Malone was able to give like the full account, you know what I mean, rhythmically, you know, through the music. So I mean, that's crazy in itself just to see that he where he at right now. And then that song, I feel like that song was, you know, it had a lot to do with helping his, you know, corroborate his testimony anyway, because what he did was a testimony.
Right. Exactly what he did.
That's crazy.
And down my partner, Papa LQ, Kenny Kingpin, he got a song out right now. Let the streets tell it. Ain't no telling. And out there telling. Let the streets tell it. You know, ain't no telling. This is hood history.
This is thing, man. You know, and this is what's fucked up about these social media platforms. Is that from where I come from, a motherfucker with a camera and a microphone and a notepad couldn't come into the neighborhood and ask a motherfucker no questions about a murder or robbery or what the fuck somebody was doing, and then you get your motherfucking head split. But you got motherfuckers now that are willing participants. You dig? You got motherfuckers now that are willing participants. They get on these platforms and they tell the whole stories, you know, about certain shit. You know, Melly, when we first started doing this shit 2.5 years ago, I remember you was like, boy, you need to tell a couple of them stories. Fuck no.
Yeah, you gotta know what stories to tell, boy. You can't just tell.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't just jump out there, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck no.
Like, can you imagine? There's a lot of stories that I haven't told. A lot of
that part because
I can't afford to tell them.
Yeah, there ain't a statute of limitations on some shit. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers done forgot that these platforms, you dig what I'm saying, has created a situation where the police don't got to go out and do and put in no work no more. The police can sit right here. They can be listening to you and I right now. If they is, fuck you.
And but shout out to Glasses Malone, man, and Kenny Kingpin, my two guys. Right?
Yeah. You know what? I seen Glasses this morning. I think he was on with Cam, and I was trying to chime in on that about that shit that Special Ed said, that bold ass statement that he made about that NAA situation. But that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, but, we'll tap in that a little later. Yeah, but also we got to tap in. You know, they finally apprehended the lady that called herself putting her hands on that 12-year-old girl. They got her too. They picked her up yesterday.
I saw that. Yeah, that was in the tabloids as well. Yeah, I wonder what took them so long to go get her though. You know.
Yeah, but man, let's get back on this Keefe D though, man. This story went from the BBC, MSNBC, CNN, the Fox News. So this story is transpiring across the globe, all the way around. Everybody here now. This guy, why would you? I mean, he's going to be famous for killing Tupac, basically.
But it sounds like he's just going to be famous for being involved. It don't even. I mean, him saying that, yeah, I passed the gun. He didn't really shoot Tupac.
Yeah, but you know how people is. They're going to take the worst.
Yeah, but just think about it though. Clout chasing at an all-time high. Snitching is the new thing, or attaching yourself to a story to make it seem as though you were a part in some form of fashion gets you in the door. So he
agreed. Yes.
He probably talked to a lawyer and said, "Hey, how much time can I get for accessory?" You dig what I'm saying? Let me just say that I whatever. I need to feed my kids, do a couple of interviews, go sit down.
Keefe D is going to a 60 Minutes interview.
See?
Well, I was about to say, man, just to piggyback off what the brother just said, Keefe D, nah, he ain't asking the lawyer how much time he can get. I don't think, Duke. I think he's saying, what can I do to get my ass up out of this? Who can I tell him?
Well, I think it's obvious. He's gonna tell on Puffy. I think that Keefe D has information still that he hasn't yet revealed or told on Puffy. Shout out to Marlene Williams. Appreciate you. That he has
Marlene, what's up, brother? Yeah.
That he has yet to divulge. I believe that Keefe D is holding. He got a couple of aces that he holding. He might even have a joker. He might not have the big joker, but he got the little joker.
He just got to know when to play that motherfucker.
He got to know when to play it.
And they just gave Puffy the key to the city. So I think I don't know. I think a lot of this is well organized and orchestrated, because that's crazy for him to, you know, for the storyline to be, yeah, I gave that's like what Charleston White said when he was a kid. Yeah, I gave such and such the gun, but he never did that. You know what I mean? You got to prove that he did that. So
right.
I just see it's a major play in the works right now. Puffy,
and we know how Charleston White exaggerates the truth. I just seen a clip today where Pilar, which is Deion Sanders' ex-wife, going in on Charleston White about her kids.
Well, you know, Charleston White say shit that he think that's gonna get him a payday. You know, you know what I mean. And I mean, I'm kind of surprised ain't nothing really happened to his tangle-eyed ass yet.
He ain't said it to the white folks yet, fam. The white folks ain't heard him yet. They haven't. They ain't the right ones ain't heard him yet. But
I like the way Duke is thinking. That's real shit. Yeah.
And look, when we was over there talking about Rennie Lowe, shout out to Rennie Lowe. When we was on Instagram, you remember we had the conversation? Yeah, like say ball game. Like, this is how I think. I see it for what it is. Man, this Keefe guy, he really just trying to get in position. It's a lot of money on the table right now for information. Information costs right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what he do, man. If he got a couple of aces and a little joker on standby, you know, because I think, man, he's definitely in a tough space, and it's gonna get real critical in the next few weeks or so.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say, you know, shit trickles downhill. You dig? Mm-hmm. And the fucked up thing, it's always gonna be a brother. You dig what I'm saying? That's gonna be at the end of that fucked up shit bag. Me myself, I really don't like it, man. You know, and when I was growing up, you know, there was really such a thing called snitches get stitches. And I mean, that shit just doesn't happen anymore. Motherfuckers feel free to snitch because they know that there's might not necessarily be no consequences behind it. Look at this motherfucking Charleston White. He telling motherfuckers that he's snitching. He gets up on the motherfucking.
Well, be careful. We got Buckwheat in the chat saying that he is smarter than y'all. But okay,
yeah, well, you know.
So snitches.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
It's safe to say that snitches get riches nowadays, huh?
Yeah, I like that saying. To snitches get riches, and with this Buckwheat thing, Charleston White ain't smarter than no motherfucking body. Charleston White is a motherfucking clown.
Let me say something. The word smart, if you look at the etymology of the word, it's associated to the word hurt. So he is smarter than us because hurt people hurt people. So for the Buckwheat,
and that's what people. Good point. Good point, Duke. Because a lot of people. What people don't understand when you mention etymology, people understand most
they don't understand that term.
Have either 2 to 4 definitions. Mm-hmm. Most English words. So if you don't go and study that word and you don't understand the root word and where it translates from, you'll be missing the whole point.
Right. Yeah.
I ain't heard the term in so long. But I haven't used it, but I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, man, most of the people that follow that guy, man, they blind. I mean, and if everybody reading in Braille, they ain't never seen words. They ain't never seen the word, so they don't know what the word look like, let alone what it sound like. You feel you? Niggas just say anything. So I'm listening to this Keefe D thing, like, bro, you was just there. You ain't shoot no trigger though. So what is you really doing, fam? like what's going, like if you really look at what's going on, bro, you didn't even shoot him. So
Well, hold on, but did he move? Who knows who busted? That's one thing we don't know, because from what we understand, they say it was two
against you.
They say it was two pistols that from what I remember they said that it was two pistols involved. So who's to say other than Baby Lane and who else? And who was the other?
Freaky Dre and Terry Brown were in the car.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
So, damn, Keefe D, what's going on? Yeah, I want to know because it's crazy.
Is it chess or checkers?
Yeah, I think it's checkers, man. I don't think it's chess. I think it's like, hey, man, put my name out there. Give me a few plea deals for being associated, guilty by association.
Keefe D say when the war popped off, he was nowhere to be found. He wasn't on the front line like other ones was. California streets.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he showed one at that car wash that day it went down.
You see what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make it makes sense in this era for him to say what he's saying.
Well, he don't want to get, history is about the one who get to tell the story, right? He survived. He could tell the story. The other ones, no story coming from them.
Right. So he can say whatever he want to say.
He can say whatever he want to say.
Exactly. Because can't nobody else that was around that time can say anything. I'm glad.
The only other person that could come close to the story is Suge Knight. And we don't know whether he talked. We still don't know whether these people even went. They might have went in and visited Suge. We don't know that.
Right.
I'm not saying that they did, but hypothetically, who's to say that they didn't go visit Suge?
Well, you know what? My defense for Suge would be this: at this particular point in time where he at, you dig what I'm saying? Him saying something wouldn't benefit him, so I don't see him. I don't see.
A get out of jail free card would benefit him, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if that was the case, but is the nigga out?
But
no, we don't know. Maybe they waiting for pre-arraignment or something. I don't know.
Can I throw a scenario?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. All right, so say it's been in the works to get, this is Operation Free Suge Knight, right? Let's just call this Operation Free Suge Knight. Because if Keefe D says anything remotely close to exonerating Suge, I guarantee you Suge gonna get out here. He gonna get some time off here pretty soon. And Keefe D is supposed to name somebody who did something. And
let me say this, my good brother. The thing is, but Suge is in there right now on a whole different case for running over the homeboy Terry. You dig what I'm saying? So Suge's the conviction that he's in there on right now has nothing to do with this Tupac.
That's understood. That's fully understood.
You know what I mean? So in order for him to see the light of day, they would have to come at Suge and make a deal on that case.
Somebody say Suge on his way home.
Well, let me finish explaining. They would have to make a deal with Suge on his current case.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying?
And didn't it have to involve California though?
Yeah.
Because those are two different jurisdictions.
Yeah, that there. You know what I'm saying? So, Suge, I just don't see Suge.
At you, doctor.
That's appreciate you, son. What's up?
I just don't see Suge being the one at this particular point right now. I just don't see Suge being the one running his mouth unless it's beneficial to his particular cause, which is what? Getting his ass up out of there. So maybe,
definitely gonna make me listen to that Glass and Malone song again. I got to listen to it again.
I ain't heard it. I ain't heard it yet.
Give me the name of the song.
Hold on. I forgot the title of it.
Shout out to Big John, that with the clean 62, man. Bring that 62 out, Big John.
Man, I had a setback with you.
He said Suge gonna sign 69 when he get out.
Yeah, Tupac must die. That's what it's called.
Oh, Tupac must die.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's called. That's crazy.
And this the thing, and I'll say this, man, about Pac, man. You know, the young brother, Pac just had no business interjecting himself into that gangster shit, man. That shit, he had no clue what he was getting. The young brother, man, I still feel for Pac, man, because Pac was before his time, man, and I hate that the young brother went out the way that he did, man, and I hate the way that he went out. You know what I mean? But
I'm gonna add this ball game as talented, as multi-talented, Juilliard's, acting, music, and all the talents that brother had, literature, reading, Black Panther Party, all that stuff, man.
He should have known
Tupac
better.
died a follower.
Yeah. He
died a follower of an ideology and a street gang that he had no idea being following.
As much as I hate to effing agree, I mean, as much as I hate to disagree with you, I have to agree with that, man, and it hurts my heart, man, because because I was a Pac fan, and then I knew Pac personally, you know what I mean? So when he got killed, it wasn't a fan just mourning.
Puppy shaking.
So can I interject?
Go ahead, my brother.
So you telling me Keefe D was on Vlad?
Yeah, hell yeah. You didn't know?
No, I didn't know. But guess what? I think it's a big old play. I think it's a big old no, this is a circus, fam. This can't be this is the biggest cap of the century, fam. Because he's not gonna get indicted for no murder of Tupac. I mean,
guess what, dude? We all gonna bought tickets to the circus, man. So now we get to watch the clown.
I swear to God, he will not be.
Oh man, front row.
He might get accessory or something or whatever, but he's not finna. No, what? No.
Did you hear the charge that they read off, dude?
What was the charge?
First degree.
No.
But look, the thing is, this is what Clark County does, man.
Fuck.
Back in 1988, I got caught with a half a bird. I got caught with 8 zips powder. And remember, Melly, back in the days, they called it was 11356 health and safety, some shit. What was it? Remember?
Because they use federal statute, don't they, in Vegas?
Yeah, but remember it was 11356 some shit. Anyhow, I was a passenger in the car. Just to make, I'm gonna make the story real. So I was a passenger in the car. Was my Blazer, and back in the days, you remember we had the Blazers panned
right,
out.
I'm gonna read what you just said just now. Shout out to Big John.
And we pull in the Las Vegas around 2:30 in the morning. And I think what really got us was the fact that the truck was just shiny with a new paint, had them Daytons on there, and the police pulled us over. I'm in the passenger side sleep. My cousin D Mac is driving. Anyway, make it long, they pull us over and shit, pull us out the car, pull us out the trunk. They can't search us because we're not on probation or parole. We don't consent to no searches. They bring a dog sniff out to work and shit. We had a couple of pistols on us. We're in the Clark County jailhouse that night. So, we go to court and all that old shit. 8 days later, they let us out. So we go home. We go back to Cali to the 619. About 6 or 7 months later, we get a summons in the mail. Y'all got to appear in court in Clark County, Las Vegas. When we go through that little trial we go through that situation, the arraignment, all that old shit, discovery, all that old bullshit for about 2 years, man. Only for my cousin to get a couple of years. He did some time in the pen and they dropped the case on me, even though it was my truck, but I was a passenger in the car. Make a long story short, is that Vegas, they have a certain way that they do stuff. And if they don't think that they have you, they'll hurry up and kick certain situations out. The point that I'm trying to make is if Keefe D don't get kicked out of this motherfucker within 1 year, he going to the pen on whatever charge that they got him on.
Shout out to Trouble Child.
He going.
Keefe both say Tupac was infatuated with Heron Bounty, a Hen Dog, Rock Chisholm, Neckbone, Mob James, Bob Gotti, Brim Day.
But look what happened to the majority of those dudes.
They gone.
Come on, man.
Heron's gone. Buntry's gone. Hen Dog is gone. Brim Dave is gone. Rock Chisholm is locked up. I don't know where Neckbone is.
Can I add this? All right, everybody know who Mo3 is, right?
Yes, out of Texas.
Out of Dallas, I think.
Yes, he was killed in our city, right?
Uh-huh.
The person of interest that they have, his name is Keywan White. He was indicted on some pistol charges, and then was brought in there for questioning on the murder of Mo3. People say that he murdered him, but he's not even in the feds right now for murder. That dude is finna walk free. Yes, they brought him in, and the news said indicted for murder and da 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 da. But the dude finna be out here pretty soon.
The brother ain't talked. He ain't said.
But is Keefe D capable of that? Keeping his mouth shut.
Yeah, that's what I'm
looking
saying.
at it, looking at it from an interview, from what he said in the interview. Are you kidding me? An interview on Vlad TV? You seriously think this dude is, after 27 years, this dude talking in an interview, clout chasing, where clout chasing, he can sit up and say, man, I was just bullshit.
Well, you know, the thing is, I think that would be an argument that his defense team can come up with.
That's what they gonna do.
That's what they gonna do.
It's gonna be one of the biggest hoaxes ever. And guess what Suge Knight gonna say? They gonna ask Suge Knight, I told you Tupac ain't dead. He in Cuba smoking.
You know, but the thing is, but
he gonna twist it on him.
but look, Melly Duke. But this is the thing, man. You know, his statement alone is just too damaging. It's still gonna be hard for him. He can go in there and say, "Man, I was just bullshitting, just blah blah blah." But he's already been implemented as a participant from way back then.
Don't even matter. The driver with
say he can't beat it.
Yeah, the driver with shitty cuz didn't get indicted.
Yeah.
This nigga just a driver. He can say, man, look, if that person didn't get indicted, how is this nigga just all of a sudden, man, let me go on clout chase real quick. Let me get on here and just say some shit, put these glasses on. And he didn't say it without his glasses on.
That's a good point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you never saw his eyes.
You never, come on, man.
But hold on, but not only that.
Listen, when they had Robert Kelly up there, he didn't have no shades on. Nah, we can see you lying, nigga. You mad, emotional. Keep it up there, hiding behind the pit, everything. Yeah.
But you know what? And to piggyback off of that, you know what? They don't got no tangible evidence. They ain't got no pistol. They ain't got no. You know what I'm saying? They. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe I think the brother can beat it but right now he needs to shut the fuck up. But if he implements Puffy, oh, he in trouble.
If he implement Puffy, he gonna get out. They've been waiting to get Puffy anyway, so it don't even matter.
Yeah, if they could get Puffy on anything.
Yeah.
If they get Puffy was spitting on the ground, they gonna get him.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's a big old play, fam, because I just looked and I seen that it was on Vlad TV. He had them shades on. We talking about Hollywood in the making, bro. They really trying to make some more money off of Tupac, and everybody want a piece, fam. It is what it is. Yeah, that's all I see. I just see people making some money, just like with the hip hop homicide thing. 50 Cent, Mona Scott, they called a handful of people out and they put it on WeTV. So they called a handful of people that was attached to this. They flew me back to Dallas to talk to them or whatever. They was asking questions. Van Lathan gonna ask me, hey, so who do you think?
So they say the state law in Nevada the state laws in Nevada allows for him to be charged for murder for just being associated.
Right, that's their laws. They can do that. I get it. They
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Where this at?
In
they got
Nevada.
laws.
Oh yeah, in Nevada, right? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they laws like the Commonwealth.
It is. Yeah, that's the point. That you know what? I didn't even think about that, but that's exactly what their laws is like. It's like Virginia down on that strip line down there. Fuck around down there in the Commonwealth, your ass is out.
Yeah, that's that good old boy stuff. They do what the hell they want to do.
Real spit. So this is gonna be interesting, and I'm definitely gonna follow it. I am. You know what I mean?
I think it's a hell of a move, man. Just like that Terrence Gangster Williams. Shit, he
Make sure you keep that sound, whatever that sound is, out the chat. Whatever that sound is.
Me?
There's something going on in your background.
That ain't me.
Ball game, you got something going in your background?
Hold on, I got some music playing.
Yeah, don't put that on.
Yeah, that's just like Terrence Gangster Williams getting out, right? Off of saying the dead man did this and that. Man, look, this dude is up here. The Keefe D guy, I know this ain't nothing but say, man, let me get my shine. I'm the only one alive. I remember what took place. Some of the details. Let me just put a little bit out there, but let me get myself in trouble. Let me get indicted so it don't look like when I'm talking like I'm talking. You dig what I'm saying? Let the internet speculate and say all this and that. He really trying to get out of jail free card. I guarantee you. Come on, man. You sitting on Vlad TV with shades on, talking about when you was round now.
Right. Yeah, ball game. They'll get me for that.
Come on.
If they ain't playing like that, that's from another artist or anything playing, they'll book me for that.
Well, come on.
Oh,
man.
they'll say that we're infringing upon the rights.
Yeah.
Okay, my bag. I'll just have some music playing. My bag, my brother.
Yeah. No
one thing we don't want you to do is get hit. So my bag on that. Yeah. So. Yeah. So
Yeah, the chat is vibing. The chat is going in on it. Somebody say they stricter than they CDC. You're right.
Yeah, real tough. You know what I mean? So yeah, the chat should be vibing. How many people watching, Melly? We got 200 people watching.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch this because I only like skimmed and seen a little bit, but they got two detectives in there, or two either his attorney or some detectives talking in his interview. He's so calm and confused. He says some people are gonna RAP him or whatever and some other stuff. I'm finna listen to this whole thing later, and I'm gonna come back over here and talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it over there too. But y'all. I'm sorry to burst everybody's bubble, but this nigga is out of order. He out of pocket and he clout chasing. Keefe D, you really clout chasing, bro.
Yeah, but but what he's done, he's put himself in a position where it might cost him the rest of his motherfucking life. Because the crowd is Keefe D, man. 100?
No, he younger than me, ball game.
Is he? Well, he look older than you. He look older than you, man.
I think Keefe D about at least 59 or 60.
He got to
59,
be.
okay. I'm 56, so he about 3 or 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know he went to school with He went to school with Gangster.
He went, yeah, so Gangster 59, so you know what I mean? And shout out to Gangster, man. Shout out to Gangster, man. You know, that brother, man, he been holding up. He been strong since he had to lay down his seed, man. So we give a shout out to Gangster on this platform right now.
Does he have any known illnesses like
stage diabetes? I think Keefe D had a mild stroke or something.
Oh yeah, so
blood pressure up.
Yeah. Yeah, he did have. He was a queen for a day. He had a proper agreement with the feds, but I don't see how agreement is voided. Is it voided? But that was with the feds. I don't see how it's going to protect him over in the state of Nevada. Because Keefe D told on a lot of stuff, right? And according to him, this is Keefe D words. He told me verbatim. He said, "I had to tell because I couldn't allow my sisters and different people that was associated with me to go to jail. So I told."
Man, I don't know, man. I'm just cut from a. I don't know. I just, I don't know, man. I don't. Right now, I don't even have a statement for that, my brother. I don't know because who knows what you would do. Some motherfuckers might not compromise their family, but when I was growing up, shit, my brothers and I told my mama, look, the police kicked down this door, you better shut the fuck up. Where everybody going to jail. And my mama, she was down with it. Okay, sons. She was reaping the benefit of our activities at the same time. Her ass was just as guilty as us.
That's what you said, ball gang. She was going to jail too.
No, she wasn't. Well, my mother was a sheriff deputy, so she wasn't going to jail. But she did tell us. You dig what I mean? My mother was still riding. My mother, for my mother to be in the profession that she was in, she still had our backs. The only thing she told us was if we went to jail, that she wasn't gonna come visit us because it was embarrassing to her.
Now that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
He thought he was off the hook, so he started talking for clout. That's what Keefe D. That's what my man just said.
Yeah, that's what
Young Crip.
All it has to be. It can't be nothing else, bro. There's no other way you would start talking about Tupac's murder if you wasn't paying attention to the times. Like
Young Crip said, not to cut you off, Duke. I didn't mean to interrupt. No disrespect. The feds be watching these interviews. He's right.
Yeah, man, come on.
And they got a team that sit in a room, Melly, Duke. They got a team of motherfuckers that sit in a room, and all they do is sit on these YouTubes and on these Instagrams, and all they do is watch and listen. They got a notepad and they take and as a matter of fact, they got a recording device, I'm sure, that they sit up and they record all the shit that we doing right now. And that's just what I believe. I ain't seen it, but that's what I believe.
Hip hop police.
Okay. Can I ask this question? All right. Yeah, what is the difference between first degree murder and murder with the deadly weapon? What is the difference? Because that's a whole extra few words added to first degree.
I think it depends on the state, man.
I think what they do, they charge in duplicity. I think it's a double charge. All they have to do is charge one. They don't have to charge all them different allegations because they all pretty much say the same, just worded differently.
Okay, so
it's like farm shopping. Oh, whereas when I say farm shopping, they shopping for a bigger venue.
So basically, because when I'm looking at it and it's a murder with a deadly weapon. This is what you
looking at, dude?
No, I'm just looking at the article, the AP article. I'm just looking at the charge that the news people say, right? Like if you murdered somebody, they just charge you with first degree murder, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just murder. But murder with a deadly weapon.
They say they going with whatever charge that's gonna stick.
Exactly. So they just throwing a compound at them.
Well, that's what they do here in the 619. They charge you with malice murder, murder with the use of a firearm, aggravated assault.
I'm not, and look out, dude, in the comments. I'm not trying to sound smart. I'm dumb as hell. I've only heard murder in like first degree murder, right?
Shout out to Reggie Owens.
This is the first time that I've ever heard.
Y'all trying to sound so damn smart. That's 561. Was that 561 Chrome?
Look, that's what I'm saying. so you see how he say he got charged with accessory? It should only be accessory to murder, not charged with a deadly weapon. Or you get what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to make sure, because if they saying that he getting,
I
it
go Rennie Loki.
doesn't even make no sense.
No, but hold on, but the 561 Chrome dude that just said that y'all trying to sound smart, shut your dumb ass up. Anyway, you know what I mean? Bust
Man,
your
I'm
ass mother anyway.
man,
Yeah,
I'm
but anyway, Duke, fuck him. As a matter of fact, you are smart. You do a lot of research, my brother. You dig what I'm saying?
no. We already broke down what smart is. I am not smart.
Mhm.
I am intelligent.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you ain't that. You ain't that. You ain't that smart. But you smart, my brother. You know
He
what I
clever.
mean?
He clever.
Yeah, I'm
You
pretty
clever. Yeah, you clever. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because most of us, we don't really know to go to the law library and read the difference between the murder charges. So if he only admitted to being there and handing off the weapon, but they can't determine whether he shot or not, this is just accessory to murder because he put himself there without a reasonable doubt. He's put himself on the scene. You dig what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier. But do you know what but the thing is, the consequence to accessory to murder is almost the same as if you pulled the trigger. The consequence is really no different.
No, I get it. I'm just saying,
You know
like,
what I
if
mean?
if they need to like say what the charge is and like let it be known, because if everybody run around saying, yeah, he killed
He is
Tupac,
an accomplice.
that's crazy. Like saying accomplice, like break it down, because this is a teaching lesson for everybody else. Nigga, if you there when a nigga get killed, no, you will be this. Explain what accessory to murder is, so niggas don't think it's cool to be around niggas killing people and then thinking that they can't be at fault. You did? That's all I'm saying.
Well, this the thing is, my son is 24 years old, man. The little brother's getting his master's degree, sharp as fuck. He got a couple of knucklehead homies, but I like that. I like that Mikey is a role model to his homies. But I've told him, man, if you with a couple of your homies and they on some bullshit, man, the first thing you're gonna do is get your ass away from them, get out that car, get your Uber, call me, and have me come get you.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Because if you around these knuckleheads and they do anything that's stupid and there's a loss of life, you're gonna be held accountable too, young brother. This is one talk that I have with my son on a consistent basis.
Right.
And we as fathers, we're responsible for having these conversations with our kids, with our
I sent
sons.
the link, Reggie Owens. Grab the link and explain
Yeah,
it
what's
to
up?
me, Reggie.
Yeah, Reg, come on up in here, man. The thing is, it's our responsibility as fathers, as uncles, as cousins, as role models, as whatever in the fuck we're gonna call ourselves. It's our responsibility to start educating these young brothers about what the consequences are if they get caught up in these particular situations, man.
And that's why I was making my statement, because I wanted to be a teachable moment. You dig what I'm saying? Because I got 8 nephews. You feel what I'm saying? And
You responsible for them, even though you didn't bust that nut, but you still responsible for them.
Yeah. Like, hey, nephew, be careful, man.
Yeah.
Nephew in juvenile right now. He could have been an all-star quarterback, man. He on probation now for carrying weapons and stuff, being with people older than him with guns and this and that. I'm like, boy, you tripping. Like, I just, So I'm all about, progress, growth, and maintaining, man, teaching the children to develop and, stop the genocide, change the cycle.
They charged my son with murder for being what? Being there 255 years. I mean, wait a minute. Dang.
255 years.
That does happen.
Keefe said ball game on that ice house.
Oh yeah, it does happen. I mean, when they can't put the blame on somebody, I mean, and you
they know you, ball.
Yeah, they know what time. Yeah, they know I'm gonna have one or two of them. Yeah. Go ahead, Duke. Go ahead, my brother.
No. I was saying, if they can't put the blame on anybody and you just offer the blame, or you just take responsibility, or they find it reasonable, you know what I mean, to believe that you was there in the vicinity, yeah, you're gonna get murdered. It just is what it is.
E-Money said that in some states you can get hit with a felony murder, so it don't matter who did it.
Right.
Exactly. That's the point.
Right.
That's the point that I'm making. You did what
The
I'm
time will
saying?
be the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tried to get Allen Iverson a long time ago for murder, just for being in the vicinity, a long up there in the good old boy state. So we wouldn't even see no Allen Iverson hadn't he was able to fight how he fought.
Well, you know, that part. Level Up Greedy. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man, for, you know, I've been doing this shit since 2006, man, the year my mama died. So, you know, it's been my obligation, man.
Oh, he said you on there with Mitchy Slick.
Man, we did that shit back in 2000. That was in 2007. Well, he said 8. I want to say 2007, right after my mama passed away. And Mitchy Slick had the video out. We Won't Stop Being Bloods, and we had did a we
I
had
don't
we had to
think
get a
Keefe D can
documentary back
afford to
then.
say it is what it is, bro. I don't think.
Nah,
I mean, you know,
he can't afford that. He can't afford that. Nah. You know, it ain't what it is. What it is. You know what I mean? That's for damn
my
sure.
thoughts is racism is on the government. I am white and I can hang out with any black people and we'll get along fine. Smoke and chill. Right on, thoughts.
Yeah, man. So, you know. Yeah, so yeah, you know. Like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens moving forward, man, with this Keefe D thing.
What you think should be a defense for him though?
Well, Duke said it earlier. He said, you know, hey, I was just chasing clout. I was just talking shit. You know what I mean? Just trying to, you know, for the cameras, just saving face. I mean, I think right now, you know, I think that would be a good defense. That would be a strategy for his defense team. You know what I mean?
I just was BSing y'all.
Yeah, I was just talking
I
shit.
wasn't for real. Y'all thought this was for real? Man, this the internet. We can say anything.
If you go into the credits or the description in a lot of these platforms, they have disclaimers. Entertainment purposes only.
What they say.
If you see the whatever the act is, it just says that, you know, a lot
entertainment
of
purposes only. That's a good description.
Well, you know what?
Because I already got the fair use, and
exactly.
I put the law in there, but I'm gonna put that in there as well.
But see, that's something that a motherfucker can send to Keefe D's lawyer. Man, look at this here. But I'm sure these lawyers, they already know that. They up on it. That's why they lawyers.
Right. And then you get a few years of everybody saying that Vlad TV is getting people locked up and this and that and this and that. So, you know, he can say, man, I was coerced, man, to have this interview and and the question was set up that way to make it seem like I just did and Vlad like now Vlad get to come to court and get on the
that's what Blue Jay say Vlad gonna be in the courtroom.
Exactly. See, exactly what I'm saying right now. Exactly what I was leading to. Vlad gonna be in the courtroom. He was like, well, I asked him the question, and you know, like our stipulations on, you know, we get the NDAs and and everybody gonna look at the cloud chasing some of it. Look at him.
Yeah, but Vlad gonna also have to reveal that he paying motherfuckers. You dig what I'm saying?
You think Vlad ain't got a bunch of lawyers?
Yeah, hell yeah. But that's the reason why that's why him. I remember I was watching Kev Mack a little while ago, and Kev Mack was saying, you know, okay, I've been doing it. And Kev Mack was referring to himself that he'd been, you know, doing these types of things for a long time, interviewing and all that, and that, you know, we don't have the resources that Adam 22, Vlad, and all these motherfuckers have. You dig what I'm saying? To where they're able to create, where they have a budget where they can pay people to come onto their platforms and pay them for these particular interviews. That's the reason why Vlad is able to get the Mac 10s to whoever he wants to come on, because if he gonna shoot a motherfucker $25,000-$30,000 check to come on to his show, you dig what I'm saying, for an hour and a half, and reveal some shit, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to turn down that type of paper. Me myself, fuck Vlad, and fuck and fuck the other one too.
And can I say this?
You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Adam 22. Fuck him too.
Look, the dude who was supposed to fight Charleston White, Suede, he revealed a contract with Charleston White that he was just an actor. He was supposed to get sprayed with fake mace and all this other stuff. So just think if Keefe D come out with a contract saying, "Yep, Lad TV asked me a question and he told me to say that and to respond like this for the clap to make the video go viral."
That would be classic. That would be classic.
That would be classic.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So Keefe D, just from this conversation alone, is letting me know Keefe D might have a chance to beat this.
Man,
but from here on out, he needs to shut the fuck up, and he needs to push that narrative.
No other narratives, huh?
None. No other narratives, man. Shut the fuck up, man, and allow your defense team put this out there. I did this for clout. I did this because this motherfucker paid me. I needed the money at the time. I said what the fuck he wanted me to say.
Look, y'all,
you know what I'm saying?
In the comments, please don't get upset with me and call me chasing. I'm just throwing theories out there. I'm a theorizer. This is entertainment purposes only, so I can say whatever.
Come on, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was just I needed the money. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's type of shit.
Listen, it ain't my fault that I choose to get on the internet and be a face because people choose to listen to what I say. And then I get up here with other people who are able to do that. And it is what it is. We have opinions. We have opinions that are open to suggesting however you did what I'm saying. I'm not mad at you saying what you're saying, but I'm throwing stuff out there because maybe when at this point in time, since they've been up here, maybe somebody's gonna clip what we said and put it over here, and that's just good for Postman channel. It is what it is. Like, come on, y'all. We just, you understand? I come to build. You understand? And like,
that part.
You're right, dude. You're right. Somebody say he in the cell right now, telling his cellmate what happened.
That goes back to what I was saying, man. He need to shut the fuck up right now, man. We need to be his defense. Let me, you do. Let us three show up, of course.
I advise him to be quiet. I tell him to start promoting his clothing brand.
Yeah, but look here, man. Maybe us three need to show up in court and represent his motherfucking ass. Check this out, Your Honor. You know what I'm saying? This nigga right here was tripping, man. He was running his mouth. He knew what the fuck he was saying. And he was high when he was saying it. And Vlad offered him $30,000 to say it. If anybody should be locked up, it's this motherfucking Vlad.
And here would be my defense for Keefe D. Your Honor, I motion to strike the Vlad interview because in their description, in their disclaimer, it is entertainment purposes and journalistic purposes. And I believe that
you talking about a rich being thrown in the game, man. The prosecutor, I could just see his whole face just fall off.
Yes, Your Honor. We move that motion. Let's see what the prosecutor. No, Your Honor, he was special there. He said that he passed him the gun. Hey, Your Honor, this prosecutor is full of shit. They know this man was broke and he was chasing clout.
You know, I mean, passing the gun is a metaphor. Man. It's your shot. He could have been talking about it's your turn. You know what I mean?
Only gun I own is a water gun.
Like, what kind of gun? Did he specify what kind of gun, Your Honor? Because y'all don't even got no gun. So
no, they don't have a gun.
Exactly. So he could have been talking about any kind of gun. You know, there's nail guns, there's water guns. I mean, you name it. There's son of a guns. I mean,
but Melly Duke, the judge would be like, "You three are not gonna come into this courtroom and make a mockery." He'd be talking, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, back to just being a little bit more real, because we are clowning a little bit. All Keefe D got to do, if he shut the fuck up from here on out, let his defense team, push this particular narrative that he was chasing clout. He might got a chance to beat it. He might got a chance for them to drop the charges.
I mean,
True.
You know what I'm saying? So
True.
who knows? You know what I mean? Right now, the ball is really bouncing on his side of the motherfucking court.
I mean,
even though he locked up. I'm sorry.
I mean, like I'd go through everything. Like I go through, go see if like what was his vision like back in the day. I go get somebody to get like a pseudo doctor's whatever, and you know, check his eyes and say, man, he was like his vision was like 10-50 back in the days. I don't even know how he could have shot anybody, you know. So I mean, it wasn't 20/20 back then. You know, if he's 60,
can't hold him accountable for nothing.
Come on now. If you dig, I mean,
he could hit the side of a barn if he wanted to.
what I'm saying, I mean, come on now.
Hey, bro, I appreciate y'all, man. We got to jump up out of here, man. But once again, man, it's been good, man. It's been a great Friday, Foolishness Friday, and once again, Duke bought the game. We got my game ball game with that ice over there. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. We got to do this again, man. Peace.
Well, let me say this, man. Respect, man. Much respect to the mailroom goons. Everybody that chimed in today. Much respect to Duke. You dig what I'm saying? Much respect for that brother to come in. It's funny, man, because when I first met Duke, me and him went at each other. We kind of had little words.
Yeah, but he a funny guy though. He's really funny.
Yeah, but at the same time, but he really a sharp brother though, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he really a sharp brother, man. You know what I mean? I remember when me and him first met, we didn't get off to a good one, you dig what I'm saying? But after a while, me and the brother, you know what I'm saying, we reconciled our differences, man. And you know, I like Duke, man. I think he's a sharp brother, man. And much respect to everybody in the mail room. I really love y'all, man. Thanks for chiming in, and it was a pleasure tonight. I ain't been on in a while. But I love
and respect, man. I want to give the brother want to drop in, man. Let's give him a chance I wanted him to at least explain it before we get going. Let's see.
Bring him in.
Okay. There you go, Reggie.
Bring him in. Let me go use the restroom. Hold on.
Okay. I just dropped the link, Reggie. Man, yeah, it's been amazing, man. Dr. Duke Farrow in the house. We got the ball game. Now we got boxing. Mr. Reggie Owens.
Yes,
jumping in. What's going on, sir?
Oh man, chilling, man. Tripping off of this arrest today, man.
Okay, I saw you put something interested in there, man. So explain what your take is on it, because I know you have some pretty interesting things to say about it.
Yeah, and my thoughts on it, I don't think there's no way out of it, because it's everything that he did to get himself out of that drug situation. Open up full details into what happened, and if he walks that back, they can bring up this drug sentence, which originally was gonna put him away for life.
Yes.
So it's no way he explained himself up out of this. And I think the thing was detrimental to him is getting on here voluntarily and speaking on this murder situation when the victim Pac got family out here, and you speak very cavalier about the situation. So it's like it's a wrap for him. So all the defense of walking stuff back. Okay, you sitting here. What was it? A thing called is it an Alfred plea or whatever?
The Alfred plea. He didn't
yeah.
take an Alfred plea. He was queen for a day and did a proffer with
Yeah,
the
proffer agreement, yeah.
U.S. attorney.
Yeah,
And
that's
what
what
they
it was.
did, and they gave him for providing substantial assistance, they gave him a 501k.
And then they can also go back and bring that trial up if they find evidence of him lying.
If he lied, yeah, if he lied, they can bring it back. Yep, true.
So exactly, so that's what brings with the evidence for them sticking him with this murder charge.
Right.
Now you can play the story of who had the weapon, this and that. You're part of that. You're responsible for the weapon being there. Being you stated, y'all came to Vegas, you didn't have a weapon. After the situation, you connect yourself with somebody who has a pistol with him. And now you drive around the city. This is the plan. This is where malice is behind it. You had an intention on killing him. It's a wrap for this dude. He probably died before the trial.
That gave it the premeditation, right?
Exactly. In my opinion, yeah, absolutely. They took their time with this shit. They took their time with it.
Yeah. They did. They had to, man. It's been over 20 years. And we was clowning earlier that the brother has a defense to say this and say that, but at the same time, I do think that Vegas wouldn't have filed the charges if they didn't have those unmitigating factors that that Reg is talking about right now.
Yeah, they felt strong enough to take it to a grand jury.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And the grand jury was like, oh hell yeah. Go get this motherfucker, you know what I mean? And that's what happened. It's gonna be hard for Keefe D, even though he can still go in there and still, I think he can still go, well, I was clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? But he's too closely tied to the bullshit.
Yeah, he gave elements, man. He said, he's in the Vlad interview saying that he passed something, he said that. So I don't know how he passed that.
He said right there. iPad had on that yellow ass, that little sissy ass shirt that he was wearing, and I passed the pistol, dude. And it's so crazy because I looked at that interview today, Melly. When we talked this morning, I went back and I re-looked at it because I had forgot that he had gave that affirmation to Vlad.
Right.
And when I looked at it, I was like, okay, it makes sense why they came and got him this morning. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there was a homie, there was a brother from Compton or Long Beach. He was on Compton West. The homie Compton West posted this brother, if it was not him himself, posted a brother saying that, that the majority of the indictments that's been coming out right now, that's been coming out from whatever neighborhood you're from California all the way through Houston, Atlanta, Miami, North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way up to New York, all these platforms and all the shit that we doing right now. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of the indictments is coming from us talking too fucking much on these platforms, man. This is where they're getting their fucking information from, man. And Keefe D is a prime effing example of that.
I think everybody should be aware that you can't certain crimes you can never discuss.
Yeah,
there's other crimes that have a statute of limitations on them. Those are. You can say what you want to say about that, but anything that doesn't have a statute of limitation should never be brought up.
But big homie, let me just say this. It's time for us to start putting that disclaimer out there. The same way that I'm pushing the line on fentanyl and how the fentanyl was a problem in these Yankees in their community, but now it's trickled down to ours. The Hispanics are going through their shit with it. It's trickling down to ours. I feel it's my duty to start pushing the line on our community and start educating the parents and the community about the danger of this fentanyl. It's the same thing. It's time for us to start educating the community on the dangers. You dig what I'm saying? Are talking too goddamn much on these goddamn platforms.
Right.
Yeah, man. Keefe D on ignorance, probably a little bit of his arrogance. It screwed him. It screwed him in the end. And
It
also,
did, Red. It
he
did.
probably should have just dealt with that original case he was dealing with, and never should have spoke on this, because it ain't just Vlad. That cop got all the evidence. That cop got books. I mean,
Caden.
Yeah, Caden got evidence, and I don't know how Vegas can use it, but going on social media, it was a wrap. And even Reggie Wright was putting it out like they coming for this dude. He gonna be arrested any day. And then
Reggie did say that. Reggie did say, and Caden, he was extremely invested in the case because undercoverly he was a Tupac.
Oh, he told TBD he gonna be there when he get arrested. He gonna look him in his eye.
Yeah, man. He was a Tupac fan. You know, the white boy, the Caden motherfucker, he took Tupac's murder personally.
Man, that's there, man. But anyway, Reggie, I appreciate you jumping on for us a minute. I'm sorry we didn't have enough time, man, but you're definitely welcome to come on anytime, brother. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what, Reggie, I appreciate you. I appreciate you as well, my brother. And God bless you and your family, my brother. And I wish you riches, wealth, and health.
Yes, sir, man. Same thing to both of y'all, man. Appreciate that.
And I wish you another whole 6-pack, ball game.
Oh no, I'm only gonna have one more, man. I'm only gonna have one more, man, and then I'm good, man.
Shout out to the ball game. Shout out to the ball game.
All right, I
appreciate
love
you, man.
Yes, yes.
We'll chat soon. Shout out to the Mailroom Nation, the Mailroom Goons. I am Professor Melly Mail. Be sure to drop a notification or hit the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. So when the dope content hit, it'll feel like it's the 1st and the 15th. Man, it's been a hot button day today, but you know we have to get the day. Take them there, Shawty.
For grind all the time, baby.
Yeah, Cali finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money, got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products to the fans get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. I leave bad man and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it, I just make it happen. Word on the block is that my shit go. Freaks for the low.
Lock the door, because we are gone.